Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And today I thought I'd talk to you about Halloween, trick or treat and sensory environments and routines and my own experiences about Halloween as an adult on the autistic spectrum. So everything I talk about in this video today will be my own autistic preferences and experiences, as I can only speak for myself and not the autistic community, as we're all different. So yeah, let's get back into this video. Today is Halloween. I would like to share my experiences with you as an autistic adult. Halloween for many on the autistic spectrum can be a very overwhelming and challenging time because of the noise and people trick-or-treating, and Halloween music can be a trigger for many people. Personally for me, Halloween is a time of people using it as a way to socialise, but also many people on the autistic spectrum might find it too stimulating with big crowds and the thought of dressing up in an itchy, scratchy, irritating costume, which can make us feel over anxious and panicky, and we may not choose to take part at all. The thought of going out into the dark may be another sensory overwhelming and frightening trigger, and all the different masks that you may see whilst going out, what people have on their faces to hide their identities. This may overstimulate some people on the autistic spectrum like myself, and can be a wary and challenging time trying to figure out people's intentions. Also, we have to be wary whilst we're out and about keeping away from people and trying to make sure that we look after ourselves and people that we are with at a certain time. For people like me who don't like to be out in the dark a lot, I prefer to be safe at home. So for me, to be out in the dark, it's just a trigger. I'd rather not be out in the dark, not knowing who I'm with or not knowing what people are going to be around, what noise is going to happen, e.g. fireworks, people letting off party poppers, that kind of stuff. People who just may bring their dogs that may bark with them, things like that, that could cause a sensory or panic anxiety attack. Also, when you go to knock on people's doors, what I don't understand about this is what people get out of it. I think that banging on people's doors to scare people and trying to frighten them or demanding sweets and treats from people isn't a good kind way of doing things. I just think Halloween is not a very good time of year personally. I think it's just a way of making people feel sorry for you, and also people on the autistic spectrum may not be verbal enough to ask for treats or may not be verbal enough to say trick or treat. So again, we have the communication barrier when it comes to asking trick or treat or knowing who to go with, and also we have to learn what time to go out, whether that's during the day to lessen anxiety, or whether we have to go out during the night time, whether it's quieter for the autistic person, because each autistic person is different. So again, it's about making sure we look out for the autistic person, like myself, who may be wanting to go out but not sure about going out, not sure who to take with them, not sure what neighbourhood to go into, not sure how long to be out for or whether to go out at all. So again, we have all these things to think about day in, day out, building up to the Halloween holidays. Also the different masks, like I mentioned. Also about how to make sure that you are comfortable with where you're going. If you're expected to go out to a family get-together or to a friend's party, make sure you know how you're getting there, how you're going to get home, because again, that's one of my triggers. I have to know how I'm getting somewhere and how I'm getting home. So again, it's making sure that you're safe, prepared, you have a routine of where you know where to go, whether that's taking pictures of the property beforehand or having pictures of the property sent to you, or making sure you go with someone who's going to take you there and bring you home, because obviously in the UK it gets dark very, very quickly now and very, very early, so we need to make sure that you are safe, that you're not on your own. Also, we need to make sure that you're going to be used to the noises you may hear, things like dogs barking, Halloween music, things like dogs barking, people playing loud music on their cell phones, or cars going past with loud music. Again, that can be a trigger for a lot of autistic people who they're not expecting it. It can be quite overwhelming and overstimulating. So again, we have to be very, very careful with that. Also, if you're not expecting trick-or-treaters at your door and you don't want to be bothered, or you are disabled in some form, or you choose not to be bothered by trick-or-treaters, you can get posters and flyers and leaflets from your local police force or your local press which says, please do not knock here due to me being anxious or due to me having a disability. I have one, so hopefully no one will knock at my door, but I may get the occasional bang. I just choose to ignore it. But yeah, please look out for your autistic loved ones, autistic friends, autistic family today, and people with disabilities, because it can be a really difficult, overstimulating time for them. They can find it a really dark, daunting, scary time because they're not used to being around people at Halloween. it could be very scary for them, and it could lead them into being anxious and withdrawing from all social activity. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about this from my own personal autistic perspective. I choose not to do anything on Halloween because, one, I just don't really like the holiday in general. I'm against it. Two, I don't see the point in socialising with people for a couple of hours just to get candies and I can buy them myself from the store and eat them myself. And three, I just don't like the fact that we have to read people's intentions and you have to try and suss out who they are behind the costume and what they're trying to do, what they're trying to say, and if they're being genuine or not. So again, I'd rather just avoid that situation in general. Again, that can cause communication barriers and problems for autistic people and people with disabilities because they may not be able to be verbal or understand what you're trying to say to try and include them. So please look out for them during this Halloween holiday. If you are going out and about trick-or-treating, please take care of yourself. Please make sure you have a really great time. Stay safe. Stay with someone that you know. Make sure you have a way of getting there and getting back. And I will see you next time. Bye.